View on there. Todd Schroth here with
Betancourt here with Team Betancourt.
Daniel and Todd. Happy Monday, everyone. You're full mode today. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, Agents Who Win. We are here with our Monday coaching session with Todd Schroth and Coach Daniel Betancourt. Welcome, Daniel.
Good morning, Todd. How are things going?
It would be great, except I have to admit to the world, I lost my car at the airport last night, and I have to go back and find it today.
You lost your car?
I lost it at the airport. So don't arrive at midnight and try to find it when the parking garages are full and you had to park off-site.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
I don't know if I'm in northwest or east parking lot, so we'll see when I get back over there this afternoon.
I got you. I thought, they have Terminal A and B over there. I know that can be confusing.
That's easy, but when you're off-site, you don't remember if you're on east, south, or west, or whatever it is.
Well, good luck finding it.
Yes, it's hopefully it's still there.
If not, you'll have to buy a new car.
I wouldn't mind, I guess. That's one way to have to buy one.
Welcome back.
Yes,
back to Florida.
Yes.
So
Quick trip to Kansas for a wedding. So
nice.
We want to dive in today and talk about the client experience and follow-up. We're on week 8 of our Accelerate track program. And so the client experience and follow-up is really cool because it is about giving back to the clients and staying in touch with them after the closing, because the sale doesn't stop there or the service doesn't stop there.
Right.
If you're trying to build a business based on repeat and referral, the more you can give them, the more they're going to bring back to you. And so it's not always just calling up, hey, can I have a referral? Can I have a referral? But doing events and doing parties and give backs and variation of things of how we built our business to gain a better client referral base.
Right. Yes. Service after the sale. That's been a mantra in business for generations.
Yep.
And I think one of the reasons why we both do a good job of client retention, I guess you can say, and repeat business is because the experience that our customers have is a good experience and we stay in touch with them.
Yep.
I tell a lot of agents that come to me and they're wanting to know how to do more business, how to get more listings. How is it that you have so many listings? All I do is work with buyers. And the way is to allow those buyers to have a great customer experience and stay in touch with them. All of those buyers are future sellers. So, you hear it a lot nowadays where agents, they want to work with more sellers. They want to even out their ratios or whatever it is. And the way to do that is to stay in touch with your buyer customers and give them a great experience.
So there's a lot of different ways to stay in touch with them. Obviously, you want to do your birthdays and your check-ins and stuff. And I was listening to Mayor this weekend on a couple of his suggestions. And one of them was obviously the pre-birthday call. Be the first one to make that call. That's a small, simple thing to do. And you can pull their birthdays out of Facebook or other places, have someone, scrape your Facebook profile for all that information. But let's talk about doing the client experience on a larger scale where you can hit one to many versus many to one. And, one of the things they have is the client experience campaign where we love doing quarterly events for our clients where we can get in front of them. Now, COVID kind of changed that around a little bit. So we did some pivots with it. But some of the ideas they've got here, you think about January, February, March, April, May, June, what do you do each month? And, you look at your market you're in, your area, and you host something to the weather or to the season or something like that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, before we get into it, I just want to continue my praise of the training and the program that we're following and how comprehensive it is. Because anyone who wants to advance their business from really like not knowing what to do every day besides being reactive and just answering all your emails and answering all your phone calls, this book is a roadmap and it's super comprehensive and it goes, from A to Z of everything that we need to be successful realtors. So, right, what you're talking about is a client experience campaign. And it has, how many times agents say they can't think of what event to do. They can't think of what to say. They can't think of what to do. This book pretty much has it all outlined. So the client experience, I'll go through some of these. These are event ideas essentially. So January, winter home maintenance ideas and calendars. These are examples for staying in touch with your past customers. February, being a home matchmaker and a blood drive. That's that's super important. Also giving back. In March Madness brackets and home prep. So these are things that if you wanted to create little pop buys, little gifts, little things that you can automate and send out, you can do that. For April, flower seed packets, nursery gift card giveaway. In May, Memorial Day flags, Memorial Day parade. In June, a summer pool party or drive-in theater customer appreciation party. July, sparklers or flags, fireworks, a fireworks watch party. 4th of July parade, fireworks watch party would work well for me because I'm over here by Magic Kingdom where we can see the fireworks. I have to leverage Disney.
Exactly.
August, back to school supply drive. So long summer pool party or cookout, ice cream social. Another one that we were talking about recently in another group that I'm in for August. There are a lot of back to school supply drives for the students, but also doing something for the teachers. A lot of teachers have to spend a lot of money out of their own pockets to buy supplies for their classrooms. So sometimes, there's a lot of resources for the students. Also think about the educators. September, local football schedules and football tailgating. One idea that I like is you go to one of the magnet websites, magnetsusa.com, for example. You can buy the football calendars all on a magnet and send those out to your sphere. October, trick-or-treating open house, pumpkin patch customer appreciation events. So coincidentally, we're doing one. Nicole and I are putting together a pumpkin patch event here, and we just made the announcement yesterday morning, actually. So our plan is to buy 100 pumpkins, and we're going to have some pumpkin decorating contest. We're going to give out some candy. We're going to do some fall photos, and we're going to do all that later this month.
Awesome.
November, thank you calls, Thanksgiving pies. I've done that too. I've done a big open house in Thanksgiving, in November at some point, and bought a whole bunch of pies and invited everybody out to the open house. Everyone who showed up got their choice of pies. And December, holiday client appreciation party, pictures with Santa, gift wrapping day. So these are all awesome examples to do to enhance the customer experience and keep them coming back to you for more. It's basically creating a culture.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's you're constantly staying in front of them. So we've done a lot of the things on here as well, and I'll just kind of talk on a couple of points that we've shot at. January, we always have our calendars go out to everybody in the community. So we're mailing out between 3,500 and 7,000 calendars for the yearly with our information. So it's cool when you're showing houses, they've got us or they keep seeing it, and then they finally ready to sell. March, we typically do like a happy hour for the adults. Memorial Day, we've done the flags in the mailboxes, which has been pretty cool because you get recognition from that.
Yeah.
The 4th of July, we did the same thing. We did the sparklers to some of the houses. We also did flags again. August, they've got a cool, we didn't get to it in time, but they do have a backpack, fill the backpack drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the idea of working with the teachers as well because they need to have that stuff in their classrooms. And it's a little bit of cost to us, but it goes a long way to them.
Right.
So partner with a local elementary, middle, or high school for that. I think it's mostly the middle, more elementary school because there's a lot more supplies being used. September, for the football calendars, our son's playing Pop Warner 8th grade football. So we took our schedule and put it on a calendar and gave it to everybody on the opening day. So now everybody's got their kid's schedule, not like the national, but they've got their kid's schedule on a calendar with our information on it. And everyone loved it. They thought it was a great idea.
That's an awesome idea.
We did the pumpkins last year, which turned out to be a pretty good event at our office. It was like we usually do a fall festival. We switched to like a COVID friendly, everyone come every 5 minutes and get a pumpkin and a photo for them. And we're going to do that again this year. And then the pies we've tried, we start to get there and we never implement, but we want to do that again this year as well. Just another way to get in front of them a little bit more.
Yeah. The pies, the pies are a good idea. Something else that I've been tinkering around with, and you probably are familiar with or maybe been doing it for a while. AM cards. I'm sure you
Yep.
work with AM cards.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I've had a good time sending out brownies to everyone that I can think of. You know, when I have just any kind of meaningful conversation with someone, I get their home address, and I've been doing it through Follow Up Boss, through the Follow Up Boss CRM. Makes it super simple, and it's something when you combine those kinds of systems, it makes that practice systematic, and it allows you to be consistent with it, which is the key. You know, that's a reoccurring theme in this book is consistency is what's going to get you more business and take your business to the next level. And systematizing is going to make you more efficient and be able to do more transactions on an annual basis. So consistency to have a more professional business on a higher level, and I would say systematize to be able to scale up.
Well, I love the integration with Follow Up Boss as well with AM cards, because it is like I have no excuse not, because my handwriting is not the greatest, so I have no excuse not to write that note. I can go in there, hit it, send it, there's done. I don't need to put the stamp on, I don't need to address it. It's it's easy done.
And the brownies are really good. Everyone that I've sent them to, I mean, I had them 3 or 4 times from different, home builders, title companies, and I was like, wow, these are really good. So
it's funny.
I got the secret recipe. It's AM cards.
Yeah. Don't give it away.
Our little secret.
Yeah. So diving in, when before we started doing the events, we would just do pop-bys to the clients. Mm-hmm. And, we would drop off sparklers with a little, for the July flag to individual clients, going to their house and dropping by. Pop-bys are a Brian Buffini thing. It's like, hey, I'm just popping by to say you're doing, dropping off popcorn in a movie or what. You just come up with various things. And, you find your niche, you find what's going to work for you, what fits your style. If I mailed football schedules, people would be like, he doesn't even watch football, so what is he doing? And people know that I don't watch it. So if you told me a team, I wouldn't even know where they're from. So if you get a football counter from me, it's because I'm just trying to be automated.
I'm that way as it relates to football. I haven't watched a full football game and I have no idea how long, probably since, the Super Bowl when I was 10 years old or something like that. But the Popeyes are a great idea. I learned that through Brian Buffini many, many years ago. And, if you want Popeye ideas, there are Popeye Facebook groups for they're not endorsed by Buffini, but they're just people that follow that idea of doing Popeyes, and you can get ideas from there and people share their examples of things that they're putting together. But that's the cool thing. If you're a single agent and you don't feel like you can put on this big event, you can do Popeyes. Just want to rewind for a second. When we talk about doing the events, there are some important factors when doing an event. You want to have a co-sponsor for the event. It could be a lender, it could be a title company, it could be a home inspector, something like that. This is going to help you save money on doing these events. It might even make it so you don't have to spend any money on doing these events if you have a great co-sponsor for the event. So that's something to keep in mind. And we always recommend also to connect it to a charity in some way. Yeah. So my plan for this pumpkin patch is to just have a QR code for a donation. If someone wants to donate, we encourage donations, and they'll take a picture of a QR code. And if they feel inclined to donate. But it's nice to be able to add a meaningful element outside of your real estate business, like a charity, to the events that you're doing, or even pop buys. You can do that.
I think it also is huge when you get into the holidays. Make your charity driven around that. If you're doing something for Christmas, hey guys, we're doing a toy drive at the office. Just drop something off, which we'll probably do that this year because I think it's a great promotion. But if you do partner with your title or lender or somebody, the cool thing with that is you're hitting their audience of people as well. And so if I can hit another audience, because it's going to be blasted on social media, they're going to see what we're doing. And one, it could be agents who are like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? I want to go talk to them. Two, the clients that they've had or they've closed with. And especially on the lender side, because most of the time the clients of the title companies are the agents, the clients of the lenders are the consumer. So we want to hit those as well. And so I think it's a pretty cool idea to do the partnership. And if you got an office, even better, because you can host something. You've got a location. We were working with a daycare before for the parking lots for our fall festivals, And then after our second year of doing it, their customers were getting jealous that they weren't invited to this festival. So now we had another 100 people in the audience that were coming to it, getting our information, and then becoming clients.
Which is one of the benefits also of sharing, with a vendor. They can invite their audience, you invite your audience, and everybody benefits, and people get to have a good time on a larger scale. So,
and it makes it worthwhile, because if I can hit 300 people versus 200, we're doing better.
Right. So this book has a ton of pop-by ideas. It has a ton of event ideas. Again, it's covered everything. We've covered buyers, we've covered sellers, we've covered open houses, we've covered the basics of getting your business going and business planning. It's been incredible. Scripts, role play. So, and we're 8 weeks in. We have 4 weeks to go. So it's really important. If anyone is interested in doing this, the plan is to do this again once this one's over. So if you'd like to join along with us and communicate twice a week on the homework that is divvied out for this, be sure to send one of us a message so we can get you signed.
We've got a nice group getting ready for the 1st of January to get this thing launched. So we're excited. So we're looking for more agents to help bring this to fruition for the first quarter of the year and get you guys running your business like a business and getting you successful. Next week 9 is running the business like a business. So that'll be good. That's when we dive into the nuts and bolts of what this really is. And it's funny because people do die off on these programs sometimes, but I think there's so much value being added every week. It's an hour to 2 week of homework, recap on a Monday, and then, dive into the next program. And I mean, they'll walk out here successful.
I think a couple of the people that started, they've been following along here and there. There's a couple of the people that fell off. They want to be a part. So I think the second time we do this, they're definitely going to, but now they feel like they've fallen behind. But to the agents that have followed along so far, it's been great. They've gotten a ton of value out of this. And, the book, I mean, this would stay on my bookshelf, for years for me to reference to, and it will, because it's like the answers to everything that we need answers to in real estate.
Well, it's nothing that's, a lot of things in there we've been doing for 10 years, 15 years. And so it's nothing that gets old. It's all relevant still today as it was if this was written 20 years ago. So 10 years from now, when we're in the business, it's going to become an opportunity for us. Yeah.
There's just going to be new ways.
Yeah.
10 years in the future, we just, program our events into people's brain chips, and they'll get these reminders without having to open their email or anything like that. So we're already researching how to be on the forefront of that, right?
Yes, we're figuring out how to implant the chips in the heads. Just kidding.
Gonna have a chip implantation event. We're planning.
Yes, there we go. Since there was no chips in the COVID shots, we're gonna put chips in the pumpkin pie.
Yeah. It's mandatory vacations.
Yes, exactly, for everyone. If you still believe that post, I can't believe people don't read all the way, but that's the whole idea. It's fun.
Yes. So it's been awesome. We're meeting on Wednesday to go over some things. So it's going to be awesome. If you would like to participate, let us know, and we'll let you know how to get everything. And we'll see you next time, right?
What else do you have on the recap?
Yes.
All right. Cool.
See y'all.
Win the day, win the week. We want to be agents who win. Have a great one.